Happy holidays, everyone! Regardless of whether you celebrate Christmas, aka White Paternalism Day, we hope you're spending this time with the people you truly... Elana, turn off your phone!
Sorry, new Tinder match.
Ugh, I thought you didn't do Tinder.
I get bored. Whatever happened to your Tinder fellow? What was it? Little Jake Jeremy?
Fuck Jeremy! And his hypothetically small penis.
What did he do?
He kept calling me doll. I mean, who the hell says that? We're millennials living in the 21st century. Why is he trying to sound like a 1950s fuckboy?
Did they have fuckboys in the 1950s?
Probably. Fuckboys transcend time and space.
Ugh. So, I guess we have our topic for this week.
What?
Dating!
Let's not talk about dating. Let's talk about the prison industrial complex.
No. Last time we talked about race, this time we're talking about dating.
We didn't even talk about race. We just talked about talking about race. Duh. Didn't you see the title of our last video?
Well, okay, let's talk about talking about dating.
That seems like a waste of time.
Yeah. Let's just talk about dating.
Well, as a 24-year-old premature spinster, I have nothing to add to this conversation.
That's not true. You have a whole blog full of stories about it.
Yeah, stories that end in embarrassment, disappointment, and anticlimax.
Well, that's just because you only do online dating. Lust and love are meant for the real world.
That's hella cheesy.
But it's true! You need to feel that spark of excitement to know it's real. That's the universe telling you to have relations with that person. The universe can't tell you things through the internet.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, okay, I met this guy at the gas station. I was rolling a bleezy in my car, and I just saw the back of his head when he went inside to pay for gas. I knew I had to have him. So, I rolled the weed super slowly, and I waited for him to notice me. And he did! But it took him so long to approach me, I almost left. And then he was like, wait! And I was like, okay. And we exchanged numbers, and he's just the sexiest piece of chocolate I have ever eaten and has been totally rocking the fuck out of my world.
Okay, anyway, if we have to talk about this topic, let's discuss our approaches to dating as feminists.
Okay.
My primary objective has been to find a guy who is hot, sociopolitically aware, and likes me back. So back when I was on OkCupid and was messaged by a guy who seemed promising, I first made sure that we had a high match percentage. 80% or more is ideal. Then, I read his profile. If there weren't any misogynist undertones or an excess of grammatical errors, I would then go on to his pictures. If I deemed him attractive enough on the strength of 4 or more pictures, I would then move on to the questions. If his answers seemed to suggest that he wasn't the ignorant asshole I suspected him of being all along, I would then craft a witty message in response. Then we would meet up, and then it would go to shit.
Why would it go to shit?
Because dating as an unapologetically hardcore feminist is hard. And apparently everything I want to talk about is a turnoff.
Well, it's not like you talk about rape culture on the first date, right?
Well, I don't do that anymore. I'm trying to lower my standards. That's why I'm on Tinder now and make other people swipe right for me.
You don't let me swipe right for you.
Obviously. So what's your approach to dating? Besides hoping to get catcalled at the gas station.
Ignoring that? Honestly, it depends. If I just want to fuck them, then usually I'll just be like, hey, you want to fuck? And they'll be like, yeah. And if it's good, I'll keep them around. But once in a blue moon, like with my gas station lover, I feel something more special. So I suggest we go to sushi so I can figure out if the butterflies are real or not. Or if they're just anxiety. Or gas.
But don't you ever tell them you're a feminist or talk about social justice issues?
If it comes up, but usually it's not the first thing on my mind.
Why wouldn't gender equality be the first thing on your mind?
Because the first thing on my mind is I hope his dick is big enough to fuck me with.
That's hella cheesy.